I am feeling good and I am so ready for this. I'm even more rested than yesterday, which is a benefit. Man, they're gonna start me off with those fuckers right off the bat. Well, let's get rid of all of them. And I'll go like this. Cluster everything else together. Wipe it out. There we go. So,
accelerate.
Today at work was absolutely freaking dead, and it was funny because I had to call someone, and at the end of that call they said, "Oh, by the way, happy holidays," and I said, "Oh, thanks," and then I was like, "I don't know if there's a holiday. Am I not supposed to be in on Monday or something?" So I looked, and it turned out to be Good Friday, which isn't a holiday. Oh, fuck! It's so cheap. Just drop mines from the ceiling, and that's sufficient to just kill you right off the bat. There really should be a much larger radius. Because
firepower.
It's not something that makes me happy. Anyway, so it turns out to be Good Friday, and I was like, oh, well, maybe that has a lot to do with why no one else is here. Now, I don't know that any of my other coworkers are religious or not religious or what, but it is quote-unquote suspicious timing, you know? And one of the guys that wasn't there, who's usually always there, is a really religious guy. Or, sorry, he strikes me as the kind of person who would be a really religious guy, but I've never heard him say anything religious. So, take him out. Good. So, tomorrow I'm going to get to go see Allegiant, which is the last of that Divergent film series. It should be pretty fun. The movies have all been just kind of okay, and I never read any of the books, so I wasn't like a huge fan of them. But it will be good to take a trip to the movie theater, especially because I was kind of chuckling to myself as Scott and I have been looking up. Oh God! All right, story time's over until I can figure out this monstrosity. Go away. Ah!
Accelerate.
Unimaginably unfortunate. I don't even know what to do right now. Jesus Christ. Alright, first things first. You just shut all that down.
Battery up. Okay,
that's what's been causing my problems. It wasn't even the rates. I thought they were still alive somewhere. Well, there's one at least, but anyways. As I've been looking for new places to move in with Scott, I keep seeing that old apartment building that I used to live in is seemingly one of the best deals around. And I liked the place well enough when I lived there. It was just really that I broke up with my last boyfriend, and then I wasn't able to stay because I didn't have a suitable roommate, and yada yada yada. But anyways, it happens to be close to a movie theater here, so I know that my boyfriend really loves movies and popcorn, and so the prospect of the movie theater being like a 10-minute walk from the house. Actually, it's not even 10 minutes. It's probably more like 5. Make him very happy. What else was happening? The new set for Magic looks really excellent. Shadows over Innistrad. They did the full release today, and I was surprised at what a difference some of the commons and uncommons made. Because I was originally really reticent about getting a box because I didn't think that I wanted Delirium, and I still don't think I do. It's not a mechanic that appeals to me, and I can't make up my mind as to how good it is or isn't, mostly because it so depends on like the creature and the creature's ability in order to determine whether or not the card is even remotely good. So that is unappealing to me when it is, you know, less obvious what exactly is and isn't good.
Shut down. Battery over here.
But once I ended up seeing a lot of the commons and uncommons, I also was not a huge fan of Investigate. Creating all the clues sounds cool in theory, but you have to pay mana to get your card, which, you know, reasonable, I suppose. But more importantly, if there was something that you could, like, say, in a TOG, where you could just sacrifice a bunch of artifacts and give it power and toughness, then you could just create all these these clues and then use them for other purposes, that would be a thing. But I wasn't really a huge fan of that either. But there isn't such a mechanic in this, and that makes sense. I wasn't expecting that, because that would be a different set, frankly.
Battery here.
One wouldn't sacrifice their clues to an Atog if you're trying to figure out what's going on. But anyways, the comments really made a big difference because a lot of them seem very solid. A lot of the equipment in this set is surprisingly solid. And I was a big fan of Air to Falconwrath because it discards a card to transform, and there's also a card called Neglected. There we go. Like that.
Shut down.
A Neglected Heirloom. And when you play it, it's 1 mana. And you can equip it to a creature, and when that creature transforms, you transform the equipment as well. And then it becomes like a much better piece of equipment, and it effectively makes that creature a 6/5 flying first striker on turn 3. And it strikes me that if that occurs during a limited environment like the pre-release where you're playing sealed, that you're just going to win the pre-release because I doubt that there are very many people who will be able to get rid of it effectively. Now, it's certainly possible. It's not like it has hexproof or anything, but wow, these fucking monkeys just going around trying to smash everything. Thriller's making.
Accelerate extended.
Anyways, so yeah, I really want that to happen with pre-release. I want it to be like the best thing in the universe. Plus, I also really want Nigiri, and it's probably the easiest way for me to possibly get a copy. Really, that thing was just hiding there. That is the biggest bullshit in the universe. It was just there, and there was no way that I could have seen it, and it killed me right off the bat. And I had to get that battery because I saw how low my reserves were dipping.
Battery over here.
Seriously, the tiny bit of splash at the end was what killed me there. There's some bullshit going on today, and I am not a fan at all.
Firepower.
And now I'm thinking I probably just should have skipped the fucking battery and said, oh, game's about to be over, who cares? There's no way I can run out of time. Of course, there could always be a boss, which is what was kind of hovering around in the back of my head. Nope. Just an extra death for no reason. Well, all in all, it wasn't a terrible performance. My chain is way up. I'm happy about that. So, enjoy your weekend, guys. I will see you next time.